well as raided illegal mining sites in BSA local government area of Cross River.
While acknowledging the military's successes, General Buba emphasized that the necessity to complete efforts beyond military to address the root causes of insurgency. He therefore called for a collective approach, including government support at all levels and initiative promoting good governance to create conditions unfavorable for insurgents. The director encouraged patriotic individuals to contribute alternative solutions and emphasized the importance of unity in overcoming present challenges and securing the brighter future for the nation. Kike Lomo Okeri, Global Television News.
A federal high court in Abuja ordered the National Population Commission to disclose expenditure details related to the suspended 2023 population census within 7 days. The census was initially scheduled to be held in 2022 but was later postponed to 2023. The exercise was, however, suspended indefinitely by former President Muhammadu Buhari a few days before leaving office, saying that he would allow President Bola Tinubu to announce new dates for the head count. The census is now slated for November 2024. The MPC had, in June 2023, stated that a total of 200 billion naira was expended on its preparation for the conduct of the postponed 2023 population and housing census. The House of Representatives Committee on Delegated Legislation, chaired by Olufemi Richard Bamishile, has commenced the process of strengthening subsidiary legislations emanating from government agencies and extra-ministerial departments. The Deputy Chairman of the committee, Dominic Okafor, who spoke at the inaugural meeting of the committee with chief executives of agencies responsible for carrying out subsidiary legislations in Nigeria, said the committee looked forward to continued collaboration with agencies responsible for delegated legislation in order to build stronger institutions in the country. These, the Deputy Chairman explained, will promote efficiency, effectiveness, and adherence to legal procedures in the legislative process. Chairman and Chief Executive Officer of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Brigadier General Buba Marwa, retired, has expressed appreciation of officers and men of the Anti-Narcotic Agency to President Bola Tinubu for his continued support for the ongoing effort to curb the scourge of substance abuse and illicit drug trafficking in the country. Marwa stated this in response to questions from journalists while inspecting facilities at the agency's barracks, which is near completion for commissioning in Yola. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State said the state is ready to deploy 10,000 officials of the state security outfit Neighborhood Watch for state police. Sanwo-Olu stated this during a media chat in Lagos. The governor said the neighborhood officials will be deployed immediately. The federal government and the National Assembly firm up constitutional provisions for the establishment of state police. According to the governor, men of the Lagos State Neighborhood Safety Corps, a uniform security agency established by the law of the Lagos State House of Assembly in 2016, would be pulled out to join the state police. Youth under the platforms of Nigeria Civil Society Forum, NCSF, trooped out en masse in Abuja for a rally in support of President Bola Tinubu and his administration. The placard-carrying youths converged on the Unity Fountain at a business district center of the Federal Capital Territory as early as 9 a.m., adorned in white T-shirts and face caps with the bold inscription, "Jagaban is working." The organizers of the rally said their action was informed by the wrong narratives gaining grounds about happenings in the country, insisting that Tinubu is on course with all his programs and policies. And still in the news, some operatives attached to the Special Tactical Squad of the Nigerian Police Force in Abuja have been arrested for extorting 30 million naira from a citizen. The Force Public Relations Officer ACP Olumuyiwa Adejobi disclosed this. According to the FPRO, the extortion was brought to the notice of the force via the X platform, and the MPF has arrested the officials and their accomplices who initially escaped upon commencement of investigations. The businessman was reportedly abducted at one of his sites in Abuja by armed police officers who detained him until he transferred all the money in his bank account to them. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, described those clamoring for a coup d'etat as enemies of Nigeria, saying the military remained resolute to protect the nation's democracy. This was as the Kaduna State Overseeing Commission for Internal Security and Home Affairs, Samuel Arawan, disclosed that the mastermind of the August 2021 attack on the Nigerian Defense Academy in Kaduna has been eliminated by troops. The CDS, who spoke to journalists in Port Harcourt, Rivers State, warned coup mongers in the country. However, the Nigerian military has consistently maintained that it had no interest or plan to take over power, saying it remained loyal and committed to the democratic government. Troops of one division of the Nigerian Army eliminated a notorious bandit kingpin identified as Boderi, who allegedly orchestrated many high-profile kidnappings, including the Yaori schoolgirls, the Greenfield University, and the Nigerian Defense Academy attacks. Boderi was said to have been killed alongside another kingpin, Bodejo, in the ambush. This was disclosed by the Director, Army Public Relations, Major General Oyema Wanchukwu. Wanchukwu stated that the operation was carried out in ambush along the Bada-Riyawa axis on the Kaduna-Biringwari Road. General Christopher Musa, the Chief of Defense Staff, says military is happy and better under democracy and hence will not act against a democratically elected government. Musa said this during his operational visit and inauguration of facilities at the headquarters of 6th Division of the Nigerian Army in Port Harcourt. He emphasized that the country's democracy was achieved through great efforts, saying calls for a military intervention by some Nigerians were unpatriotic. The military chief stated that the government was initiated actionable measures to address the array of challenges facing Nigerians. The Lagos State and Ogun State Police Commands have commenced a joint patrol on the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway to prevent crime and criminality in the area. The Lagos Police Public Relations Officer, SP Benjamin Hudeyin, disclosed this in a post on his X handle. According to him, the joint patrols will cover Kara Bridge to Shagamu Inter-Exchange. He urged motorists not to panic at the sight of increased police patrol on the travel routes. The Kaduna State government has reacted to a suspected outbreak of viral hemorrhagic fever, popularly known as Lassa fever, at the 44th Nigerian Army Reference Hospital in Kaduna. This is contained in a statement by Muhammad Shehu, Chief Press Secretary to the Kaduna State Governor. According to him, Governor Uba Sani has directed the Kaduna State Ministry of Health to immediately investigate and ascertain the situation at the health facility. The Kaduna State Ministry of Health has further been directed to enhance surveillance in collaboration with local government health departments. Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, has returned to Nigeria for the first time after over 30 months. He returned to Nigeria to attend his mother's funeral ceremony. Igboho has been out of Nigeria since 2021 when he was arrested in Benin Republic on his way to Germany. His spokesman, Olayomi Koiki, confirmed via his X handle that Igboho returned to the country to pay respect to his late mom. Koiki also posted a video where Igboho could be seen with some people believed to be at the mortuary. You're watching AM News coming to you live from Nigeria's capital, Abuja. We're on StarTimes channel 276. Kindly follow us on all social media platforms using @Global TV NG and other handles now showing on your screen. When AM News returns, federal government plans cooking gas export ban to crash price. The news continues shortly with details of these and more stories right after this break. Just stay with us. Welcome back. This is Global Television bringing you live broadcasts of AM News. Thank you for staying with us. On the foreign scene, at least 4 people have died in vast fire that ripped through a 14-story apartment block in Valencia in eastern Spain. But officials warned Friday that the death toll could rise sharply. 19 people are still missing, according to a City Hall source on condition of anonymity. Experts said the building was covered with a highly flammable cladding, which could account for the rapid spread of the inferno. Dramatic images showed the ferocious blaze throwing out clouds of black smoke as it consumed the high-rise in the western Kapana neighborhood. 2 missiles have hit a ship of Yemen and caused a fire on board, authorities say, in another apparent attack by Yemen's rebel Houthi movement. The UK Maritime Trade Operations Agency said the unnamed vessel was in the Gulf of Aden when it was attacked, and that the U.S. coalition forces had responded. A maritime security firm identified as a Palo-flagged cargo ship. There was no claim from the Houthis, but they have been targeted merchant vessels in the region since November. A quick look at business. The Senate has confirmed 12 members for the Monetary Policy Committee, MPC, of the Central Bank of Nigeria, with a charge to immediately formulate policies to salvage the country's ailing economy. The MPC is made up of CBN Governor Olayemi Kadoso as chairman and 11 others as members. Uyi Abonfegbe reports that their confirmation followed the presentation of the report of the Senate Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions, headed by Senator Adetokunbo Abiru.
Senator Abiru told his colleagues that the nominees are not only experienced in their respective fields of endeavor, but also possess the requisite qualifications to excel in the MPC. The membership includes 4 deputy governors, Mohammed Abdullahi, Bala Bello, Usoro, and Philip Ikazo. Speaking immediately after the confirmation of Kadoso as chairman of the MPC and 11 other members, President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, hailed President Bola Tinubu for selecting men and women of great expertise that will help the country with policies that would help turn around the CBN and redirect the monetary policies of the Federation for the good of all Nigerians.
The Senate in the Committee of the Whole considered the report of the Committee on Banking, Insurance and Other Financial Institutions on the screening of Mr. President's nominees for appointment as members of the Monetary Policy Committee of the Central Bank of Nigeria and approved the nominations of Olayemi Kadoso as chairman, Mohammed Sani Abdullahi as member, Bala Bello as member, Usoro as member, Philip Ikazo as member, Jafia Lydia Shehu as member, Lamido Yuguda as member, Moritala Sabo Sagagi as member, Aloysius Uche Odu as member, Agu Pauline Odinkemelu as member, Mustafa Akiumi as member, and Bandele Eji Amo as member. So this approval by the Senate is for the chairman and members of the Monetary Policy Committee of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in the Committee of the Whole? Yes.
The confirmation of the new MPC members comes days to the first policy meeting of the Apex Bank under the new CBN governor, which has been slated for February 26 and 27, 2024. Uyi Agbomofwegbe reporting for Global Television News.
In a bid to become more effective, the leadership and the member of Sports Rights Association of Nigeria, SWAN, have resolved to unite against all odds. Speaking during an intense interactive session with aggrieved members of the association in Abuja, National President of SWAN, Benjamin Isaac, who led the peace process and constitution of the new election committee, harped on the need for warring factions to bury the hatchet and forge a common front. Sports correspondent tells us more. These are SWAN members in a blame and counter-blame session as the entire association sought for the peaceful resolutions of the rift that have divided the FCT chapter of SWAN.
You are here today simply because you are in power. Tomorrow, if you are not doing their bidding, they will gang up against you and will ease you out. In fact, I will be the first to name you. I'm not hiding anything. Some of us here, Sirawu Elebu, some of us, sorry to apologize to bring his name here, and some of us are still benefiting from him. Just because there is these differences in you and Sirawu gather here to support you so that they can actually use it to fight Sirawu. I'm not talking about that. Swan FCT, that's come a long way. But go and ask the elders what they did.
What we have at our own side are very young people. Even the elders, I will say it here, even the elders, they will couple the elders. They will do what they want to do and how they want to do it. So if we can go back and tell them this is what was said and this is what we are proposing, that we have to all come together. I'm not against coming together.
They invited Wumi and Chidoka, and they brought some people from their own group. We tried to balance it equal number from both sides of the divide. And they came and testified all that they said, all of them, including some that we invited that didn't come. One thing that remained, let us unite.
We have all come a long way. All these things should be a thing of the past. All of us, no matter how we are aggrieved in our heart, peace is what we united. It's what's very, very important.
The crisis for the past 3-4 years has not benefited anyone.
That's correct.
So if we want to really move forward, let us look for people that deep down in their heart of heart, they want Swan to move forward.
The high point of the meeting was the inauguration of the newly selected election committee members tasked with conducting a free, fair and credible elections to usher in the new leadership for the association. The SWAN president, Benjamin Isaac, tasked the committee to carry out their task with utmost respect and integrity.
By the powers conferred on me as the privileged president of this association, I hereby have you inaugurated as SWANECO with the primary duty of conducting free, fair, and credible elections. Now, let me also say this again by the same powers that I have, that initially I said I want to have them nominate chairman by themselves, but I'm sure you can see by yourself that the chairman is already self-nominated.
If you want to create peace, look for people that have personality of peace in everything they do, in all their conduct, be it on social media, anywhere, because we are looking for peace.
We've done this thing severally for the good of every one of us. But I know that there are those who benefit with the crisis. There are those who benefit, and it's not good for us. So let's move ahead, like the chairman has said, with the understanding that this thing is for a better SWAN. If we begin to go back, everybody can hold on to one grouse or the other, and there will be no peace and there will be no movement.
Reacting to the successful resolution of the age-long impasse in the chapter, some members of the committee and other sports writers expressed caution and optimism for the future of the association.
Everybody it will be all-encompassing. Every member of SWAN, as long as you are in FCT, it will be very fair. There is nobody, we are not taking position. We'll have a very good, credible election.
I want to thank SWAN at the national level for bringing up this idea to ensure that there's peace in the house, because in unity we stand, divided we will definitely fall, and we're looking forward to harmony. If you have harmony in the house, there's no need to fight, and the common goal of the group or the association will come to stand. And we're trusting that with this ball in our court right now as SWANECO, we hope to bring in that harmony which the union is looking forward to, because that's the best way forward.
We all agree that, yes, there were mistakes in time past, and we have all agreed that let there be peace. And that agreement was what metamorphosed into constitution of SWANECO, a body that will coordinate the affairs towards ensuring that there is a successful election for the FCT SWAN. So in a nutshell, I must say that it was a grand success.
The National SWAN President, Benjamin Isaac, has urged the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria FCT chapter to ensure that true peace returns to the body as a panacea to the development of the body and sport in general. Thus, all stakeholders must, as a matter of national interest, for the sports industry, ensure that peace is restored. Anthony Momodu reporting for Global Television News. It's on AM News. Abuja, we're on StarTime channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms using Global TV, NG, and other handles now showing on your screen. I am Anthony Momodu saying thank you for watching and see you again.